was not just the visual differentiation, but the sound that evolved from syncing to its syncopation that I thought really brought the piece to life. I loved the game of the mirror image playing almost in a felt like a clown show or like a very iconic classic physical theater and physical comedy. And they both balanced each other and played with each other in a really interesting way to comment on how our visual doesn't always represent everything that we see, that sometimes it feels disembodied, that it feels separate from us. So it was interesting to see that sometimes the rhythm would work together when our image works in our favor, and sometimes it clashes. Or sometimes you can start to find like an interesting, yeah, syncopation to it. I thought the dancing was excellent, really well performed, and a great concept.
I enjoyed how the lead is projected in more than one image on screen. Awesome choreography, very talented dancing. The bright lighting on the dancer makes things glow, especially the close up shots of the white shoes and the purple shiny robe. Lots of humorous touches, too, with the dancer's cheeky rogue gestures and the changing of the dancer's size. What really sets this piece apart for me was the catchy soundtrack. The jazz music is really toe tapping.
What was interesting in the performance through the reflection was that the reflection was not completely in sync with the performer. And they were making rhythms that complemented each other in their tapping, but were not completely in sync with one another. And then the reflection goes rogue and it escapes from the mirror. And then they start to perform together. And it's interesting how they put the same performance in the same frame and they were able to interact with each other. And they did some really cool things with scale, making her body really small and then making it really big and making it feel like it's a picture within a picture, multiplying the image so that of the performer so there were even more than two, up to like six at some point. And I felt like all of these visual elements really added to the performance overall. And you knew that it was just one person, but she interacted with all the other various aspects or versions of herself within this same film to make you feel like this is possible, that there were more than one person.
So I liked the dual mirror personality thing that they had going on. I think that was very creative. The playing on on some mining, which even though there was sound, having no dialogue really suits well into kind of the character and the theme. I think it shows contrast between sort of our inner thoughts and dialogue versus what is displayed outwardly. Um, and then the short, it sort of expresses the importance of sort of letting that out. So it definitely plays well between the two.
I like the idea of the tap dancer's reflection jumping out of the mirror and joining her for a duet. I like the jazzy combo for the soundtrack. That fit nicely. And I like the special effects. I also liked how they broke from being in sync together, where the mirror image dancer guides the other woman's feet, almost like a puppet. The image dancer disappears, and you feel that our original dancer was maybe guided on how to elevate her performance or be inspired.
I thought the music was fun. I loved her costume in this. I like the purple and the white. I thought it was very interesting. And it popped into my head, she's dancing with herself. So I just thought it was kind of cool to watch somebody sort of dance with their reflection. And I liked how the use of her, the effect of her when they showed her dancing like inside her own body, that was a really cool effect. And just the different ways the filmmakers used her reflection, I thought was really neat and interesting. Thought the performer was really good with the dancing moves, great choreography and editing with that. It was a lot of fun. I liked it a lot. It was really fun to watch.
I really enjoyed how it takes advantage of the use of editing, specifically to take the same person and turn it into two separate people. This short does a really good job of playing around with post-production to basically craft the story into what they want. It's such a fun aspect of editing. You know, you can make someone ginormous. You can make them this tiny little figure, obviously with the right amount of preparation. But I feel like this was a very good showcase of what you can do with editing.